Acer Predator Helios 300 came in for no power after a power surge. It was sent to our favorite butchers in El Paso that removed the shorted U8 and replaced it with jumpers and concluded that the CPU or GPU are faulty. They also replaced two coils with two or three capacitors and left it there. When it came in, we identified a shorted VRM on CPU and on GPU. Two VRMs were shorted. They have been removed. The U8 has been replaced. It controls low voltages. It is controlled by the EC chip. It seems to be enabling those voltages correctly. EC chip is fine. This is BQ chip architecture. The power OK on BQ chip is high. The battery is charging, although there's no battery, so we haven't confirmed that. But if the power OK is fine, or it's up, the battery is going to charge. Pressing power button turns the computer on, confirming that most likely EC chip is fine. And there's no heat signatures that would be suspicious. The laptop turns on, CPU V-core goes up, CPU is warming up, the thermal control, thermal feedback is working fine. If the computer overheats, it turns off. When the CPU heats up, the fans are speeding up. However, we have no post. The computer doesn't post. Nevertheless, despite all the power delivery issues being resolved, laptop still doesn't post. We updated the BIOS on it, and we confirmed that the BIOS chip gets its I think 3.3 or 1.8 volts. I don't remember. It gets its power. However, checking with the oscilloscope on the CS pin, we don't see any movement there, so perhaps the BIOS is not being loaded. CPU is not shorted. It seems to be working fine. This perhaps is a memory issue, but all voltages are fine. The memory voltage, the memory on CPU voltage, the V-core obviously 5 volts, 3.3, everything is fine, but the laptop still doesn't post. So at this point, I'm gonna close the case. The power delivery issues have been resolved. So I think from this point, it requires different skills than mine. This could be some kind of boot sequence issue. It's basically a motherboard repair at this point, not in electronics repair, right? This is rather outside of my area of expertise, so I would like to pass it on to someone who specializes in faulty boards, basically, which have no electrical issues. The VRM on CPU and GPU are missing, one of each. And now, as far as I know, this shouldn't prevent the board from posting. So that's why I didn't opt for actually replacing them, because it's an additional cost, and I don't think that's going to resolve the problem. So I would prefer to first see the computer posting, then replace the VRMs. At least if we get into the BIOS. The LCD fuse is fine. I didn't confirm the LCD voltage, but it seems like LCD voltage is going to be carried from the main power rail. Main power rail is fine, and the fuse is fine, so we should have a LCD backlight voltage. However, I don't see the backlight coming on, and there's no image. Could the display be faulty? I'm not sure. It is possible, because the computer kind of behaves like it's booting. Fans are spinning and reacting to the temperature. So maybe it is just a display issue. However, connecting external display presents you with nothing, because typically you're not going to see the image in the BIOS. You're going to see the image once you boot to system. The GPU seems fine. based on the calculations with very limited precision, the resistance came into roughly 400 milliohms on a V-core of the RTX. This is, I think, 3070, if I remember correctly. And recently I learned that 30 series, they have very low resistance as opposed to 40 series. But it all depends. Some I've seen some that have over 500 milliohms and some that have 30 or 40. This one is relatively high resistance for as far as the GPUs go. So I conclude that the GPU is fine, CPU most definitely is fine, because it would the V-core would go down if the CPU was shorted. Besides the I don't remember the readings off the top of my head right now, but it's all documented in other videos. You can I think we made 2 or 3 videos on this one. If you want to give it a try, the owner Sandeep is very interested in getting this one repaired. He's not interested in having the board replaced. This board is savable, but at this point, since the power delivery issues resolution didn't resolve or didn't make the computer post, this is outside of my area of expertise. So if you want to give it a try, definitely reach out to Sandeep. I'm pretty sure he's gonna send it to the a name escapes me right now, but he's a great technician in United Kingdom. He already is going to be working on a Lenovo Legion 5, on which I gave up due to too many shorted components. I think I stopped at like component number 5 or 6, and I just dropped the case. I don't know if they injected 120 volts there, or I don't know. This one, on the other hand, should be a lot easier if you know what you're doing. And actually, I just remembered that I do have a little postcard that you can insert over here. No, this one's too big. No, so I don't have a postcard. Having a postcard here would be very helpful, because we would know what the problem is, at least roughly. It could be a memory problem, it could be something else. But as far as my shop goes, I'm gonna close the case. It's at the stage where it should be a lot easier to repair. It took a little time to identify the components and replace all the stuff that the El Paso shop butchered. But at this point, it is in the pretty good condition. I'm not going to be screwing everything back on, so there's going to be some screws not screw in, but everything that has been removed from the laptop is going to be in the little plastic container. The screws are marked on the board, so you're not going to have a problem finding which screw goes where. In addition, no, actually not in addition. Normally when there's a long screw and short screws, I put the little mark with the arrow pointing to that this is the long screw and this is the long screw. This one doesn't, so it probably has the same screws everywhere. There is one screw left over here, but that's how it came in. I'm not sure what's up with that. It looks like the screw is not long enough. I'm not sure what's the deal with that. But here we're closing the case. Like so. And now the case is closed, ready to be worked on by someone who knows what the heck is going on with this board. Sandeep, thank you very much for your business. The part was around 25 bucks. I'll check about that, plus bench fee 40 bucks. That's all you owe me. Although remind me, because I know you paid something, so I'm not sure if you didn't include the bench fee for this one. If you already paid the bench fee for this one, then it's all good. Just remind me. And let's give someone else a try. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you. Thank you, Sandeep, for your business. I do appreciate you. And I shall see you guys in the next one.